I have cheats in my hands, I have them all over the world. Wave your hand to achieve perfect amplification, and from then on, you will be invincible in the world. Don't say I'm arrogant, my brother has this strength. If you don't agree, then kneel down. Do you have the strength to compete with me? Chapter 1. Perfect Growth. The beginning of takeoff. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Qingchuan City. Tang Mansion. In the dark room. A boy is lying in bed. Black blood flowed from the corners of the mouth. There is a glimmer of hope in my eyes. Sad reminder. It's too sad. Just crossed over, I was about to be poisoned and die. My great Qing. Watching Tang Xian about to enter his deathbed. The crisp electronic sound system starts. Ding. Traverse completed. The system is currently extracting. Ding. Host foreign substance invasion detected, vitality is about to disappear, system automatically locks in perfect amplification system. Ding. The system is locked and we are starting to increase the host's physical body. Ding. The perfect amplification has been completed, and the host's physical body has reached a perfect state. With a series of electronic sounds, Tang Xian felt the toxins raging in his body transform into pure energy flowing through his body. Within a few breaths, the control of the body returned once again. I'm alive. Tang Xian sat up with a loud cry. After narrowly escaping death, he had a chance to merge his own memories. Tang Xian. The son of the Tang family, head of the Shen dynasty. According to the original development of the script, he should smoothly inherit the position of the head of the family, and then become the second-generation official, enjoying glory and wealth. Unfortunately, in an accident, the head of the Tang family died suddenly. Then Tang Xian was naturally released by the mainstream of the new family. One emperor, one courtier. Eternal and unchanging truth. Poor Tang Xian, who was only 16 years old, returned to his ancestral home with his young siblings and a few loyal servants. That's right. This is the ancestral home where the Tang family started. It's said to be an ancestral home, but in reality, it's just 2 or 3 dilapidated houses. And the Tang family only left Tang Xian with a small pharmacy. That's all. On the surface, Tang Xian appeared to be far away from right and wrong, at least with a pharmacy to keep him safe. It was also good to be a playboy carrying a bird cage. But actually, Qingchuan City is no longer what it used to be. The forces are intertwined and intertwined. The 5 major families of Chen, Li, Zhang, Huang, and he dominate 99% of the market. Behind every aristocratic family stands a terrifying force. There are sects and dynasties involved. Why is it poisoned? I seem to understand now. Tang Xian's eyes became gloomy. Previously, the Chen family wanted to purchase the Tang family's pharmacy. Rejected by Tang Xian. After drinking a bowl of ginseng soup today, Tang Xian was directly poisoned. If it weren't for the Tang Xian soul piercing now, it would have activated the system. I'm afraid it's already cold. I remember that ginseng soup was sent by the Chen family. After integrating memories, Tang Xian also accepted his identity. He squinted his eyes. Once you come, be content with it. What else can I do if I don't accept it, as my soul has already worn out? Moreover, there is system support. I have cheats in my hands, I have them all over the world. Chen family. Prepare to pay the price. Tang Xian sneered coldly. Before retaliating against the Chen family, he first needs to figure out what is going on with this system. Hey, system. I'm here. What abilities do you have? Tell me. This system is called the Perfect Amplification System. The host can silently recite instructions to increase the quality of the items they belong to a perfect level, but it is only limited to the materials themselves and cannot be exceeded temporarily. Currently unable to. Tang Xian's eyes lit up and he keenly caught the anomaly. So, in the future, there's a possibility of going over the level, right? Yes. The energy source of the system is how powerful the host is. The more powerful it is, the higher the upper limit of the system's amplification. The more cowardly it is, the more despised the system will be, and it may even lead to its inability to use. Tang Xian called out a good guy. This system is quite personalized. Do you pretend to be forced? Tang Xian nodded. Think about it too. Dotamo's perfect amplification system has been developed. Who is still low.key? A low.key hammer. Tang Xian's heart warmed up. By the way, it seems like the system just said that my physical body has reached some level of perfection. What's going on? Ding. Because the host was on the brink of death just now, the system has perfectly amplified the host itself. Currently, every cell of the host has reached a perfect level. How perfect is it? Ding. Learning any martial arts skill can instantly comprehend it, taking any pill can perfectly absorb it, and so on. If you explain it clearly at once, you may not understand it. Please explore it yourself in the future. Tang Xian was shocked. Bully. That's amazing. Isn't this hanging up a direct takeoff? Don't panic, stay calm, let's first see where our abilities are. Tang Xian threw a punch directly. Boom. A huge sonic boom was generated in the air. After a brief silence, the front wall shattered in the aftermath of the exploding air. Kaka kaka. The fist wind flew 10 zhang straight. What rockeries, flower beds. All were blasted into powder. Sleeping trough. Nima is outrageous. This fist probably already has a power of 500,000 pounds, right? Tang Xian's face was filled with shock. The original body in my memory is just barely able to withstand the 5 levels of divine power. In this world, martial arts are equally revered. Simply put, whoever has a big fist is awesome. Martial cultivation can be divided into divine power realm, spiritual element realm, chi transformation realm, ethereal realm, divine opening realm, divine union realm, divine seclusion realm, universal dharma realm, imperial dharma realm, creation realm, and so on. The divine realm is the first realm for martial artists to cultivate. Based on 10,000 pounds. A force of 10,000 pounds is equivalent to the heavenly realm of divine power. 90,000 pounds is the 9 heavens of the divine power realm. After reaching the peak of the divine power realm, once the body is polished, you can take elixirs, open up elixir fields to absorb spiritual energy, and achieve spiritual energy. At this point, the power will surge again. The Lingyuan realm can unleash over 100,000 pounds of power from a single heavenly sky. Erkongshan has achieved an incredible strength of 200,000 pounds. When the cultivation reaches the peak of the spiritual realm, it can even unleash nearly 1,000,000 pounds of terrifying power. Afterwards, the spiritual element transforms into chi, and the power becomes even more terrifying. The 5 great masters of Qingchuan City are the pinnacle of the chi transformation realm. The elders of the family have also reached a state of chi transformation. Such strength, such heritage. There is simply no room for ordinary people to survive. The punch that Tang Xian just punched has already reached nearly 500,000 pounds in strength. In terms of pure power, it has reached the 5 heavens of the spirit Yuan realm. It has greatly improved compared to before. Is this the power of a perfect body? Cool. Tang Xian clenched his fists with excitement. With this power, as long as you don't match the mid-level or above experts of the 5 major aristocratic families, you are basically invincible. However, even for experts above the middle level, he doesn't have to be afraid. As long as you give me some time, killing those martial artists in the spiritual realm is not a problem at all. Right now. A chaotic sound of footsteps began to sound. Young master. I saw a middle-aged man running over panting heavily. When he saw the mess everywhere, he was stunned. What's going on here? Tang Xian said calmly, don't be nervous, I'm just trying my fist. This middle-aged man's name is Afu, an orphan adopted by Tang Xian's father. He doesn't have much major skills, but he excels in loyalty and good household management. After Tang Xian was exiled, Afu also followed him. Give it a try. Afu was dumbfounded. Half of the yard is gone. What kind of destructive power is this? He trembled all over and remembered his purpose. Young master, it's not good. The alchemists at the pharmacy are on strike. Chapter 2 is great. You can go now. You are listening at novel full.audio. The alchemists at the pharmacy are on strike. What's going on? Tell me clearly. Tang Xian frowned. The Four Seas pharmacy is currently his only industry. It is also the only source of income. Since the Tang family left Qinchuan City, they have not taken care of it. Unmanned and suppressed by the 5 major families, business can be imagined. According to Tang Xian's memory, the best alchemist at the Four Seas pharmacy now is named Liang Yu. He is a second-level alchemist. Alchemists are divided into ordinary alchemists, great alchemists, alchemists, and so on. Each level is further divided into grades 1 to 9. Don't be fooled by the limited levels. In fact, it is extremely difficult for alchemists to advance. Only by participating in the annual alchemy conference held by the Chen dynasty can one advance. The importance of elixirs for martial artists goes without saying. If you are injured, take healing pills. If poisoned, take detoxification pills. To cultivate, one should take the Great Power Pill. Warriors above the Lingyuan realm should take Lingyuan pills and so on. So the daily consumption of pills is enormous. Families with slightly stronger abilities will choose to recruit alchemists to specialize in alchemy for family warriors. The Tang family in Qinchuan naturally does not have this strength. Recruiting Liang Yu is already the limit. He can refine 3 types of pills. They are healing pill, detoxifying pill, and vigorous pill. The efficacy is about 50.6%. For a second-level alchemist, this is already sufficient. Although the pills are relatively ordinary, Qinchuan City is located on a transportation artery, with a large number of martial artists coming and going. The pills are not difficult to sell, so the profit is also reasonable. You can earn at least 100,000 silver dollars a year. The currency of this world is also gold and silver. 1 or 2 gold coins can be exchanged for 10 taels of silver. However, as far as Tang Xian knew, the trading currency between those warriors was a kind of thing called spirit stones. That's the hard currency. However, at the level of the Tang family, it is not yet accessible. Afu hurriedly said, Master Liang said he wants a 10-fold salary increase, otherwise he will go elsewhere. 10 times. Tang Xian sneered coldly. In order to retain Liang Yu, the Tang family offered a monthly salary of 8,000 silver. You should know that the annual profit of the pharmacy is only over 100,000 silver coins. Liang Yu ate more than half of it alone. Just like this, there will be a 10-fold increase in salary. Together with the Tang family, we still need to give him some money. In theory, Liang Yu has been working at Tang Xian for so many years and must be very clear about profits. But he still spoke loudly at this critical moment. There is definitely a problem. Tang Xian knew that this matter was likely caused by the Chen family's interference. Poison yourself first, then incite Liang Yu to strike. What a plan. If it were Tang Xian in the past, he would have absolutely no strength to fight back against such a poisonous plan. But Tang Xian is different now. Afu, let's go. Go to the pharmacy. Tang Xian carried his hands on his back and strode outwards. Afu trembled all over. He felt a strong sense of dominance from Tang Xian. You should know that after you watched Tang Xian grow up. This young master of the Tang family has a peaceful nature. Although he is not cowardly, he does not want to cause trouble and would rather swallow his pride. Why did you change your gender today? Especially after destroying most of the yard. What exactly happened? But after you didn't have time to think carefully. The first problem is to solve the trouble of the pharmacy. Without alchemists, one cannot refine pills. They will starve to death. For C's pharmacy. A sea of people. A middle-aged man wearing a moonlight white alchemy robe shouted angrily. Humph, this 4C's pharmacy would have closed down long ago without me, Liang Yu. What's wrong with me asking for a slight increase in silver now? Is that too much? The Tang family has a great cause and is widely recognized as a divine strategy. They refuse to give even tens of thousands of taels of silver, which is simply too bullying. Stop it, stop it. If I don't pay today, I'll leave. It's up to you to do. A middle-aged man dressed similarly to Afu stood beside him in confusion. His name is Alu, and he was also brought by Tang Xian. Master Liang, now you earn 8,000 silver per month, and looking at the entire Qingchuan city, your salary can be considered high. How could it be increased tenfold? Liang Yu sneered, can't afford it. If you can't afford it, then there's nothing to say. You can't afford it, others can. The lively warriors have already recognized it. Liang Yu has already found a new job and clearly wants to switch jobs. TSK, he is the only alchemist who has entered the 4C's pharmacy. As soon as he leaves, the 4C's pharmacy is gone. Strange, is he not afraid of the Tang family's retaliation? You should know that the Tang family is one of the three major families of divine strategy, with immense power. Shoo, don't you know yet? The former head of the Tang family died suddenly, and the young master of the Tang family was exiled to Qingchuan City. I see, the person in charge of the Tang family now hopes that the young master of the Tang family will die. How could they possibly retaliate? Sigh, I see. Poor thing, I didn't expect the former young master of the Tang family to become so destitute. Hey, who said it's not? A person who loses power is not as good as a dog. Tang Xian stood at the entrance of the pharmacy, listening to those mocking words. Not only was he not angry, but a happy smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. Today you look down on me, tomorrow I will make you look down on me. He stepped directly into the pharmacy. Oh, Master Liang, what a great official authority. Tang Xian's appearance instantly quieted the scene. Liang Yu glanced indifferently and then snorted. Afu angrily said, you're reckless. Why don't you bow when you see the young master? Liang Yu said coldly, I am a noble alchemist, how could I kneel down like a dandy? You're here at the right time. Now I'm asking for a tenfold salary increase, which is 80,000 taels of silver per month. If you don't give me it, I'll leave. Afu's face changed. Master Liang, are you going too far? 80,000 yuan, why don't you go grab it? There are several shops in Qingchuan City that can earn 80,000 yuan a month. Liang Yu sneered, then I can't control it. Anyway, I can't see the money and leave. It's useless for anyone to say anything. You. Afu's chest heaved with anger. But Liang Yu is the only alchemist at the 4C's pharmacy, so we must not offend him. So he can only swallow his anger. Liang Yu sneered twice. Tang Dashao, how are you? Give me a hearty word. Just to remind you, I am the best alchemist you can hire, no one. The lively warriors outside began to discuss one after another. Hiss, isn't this a threat from red fruit? Without Liang Yu, the 4C's pharmacy would be ruined, but if you agree to his request, the Tang family would also die. It's vicious. In the crowd, a middle-aged man with a gloomy expression showed a cruel sneer at the corner of his mouth. Tang family young master, what else are you going to do this time? No pharmacy, no family, you're done. Whether it's this pharmacy or the ancestral home of the Tang family, both belong to our Chen family. The ancestral home is gone, can the Tang family still look up in the future? He. Outside the pharmacy, there is a lot of discussion. Inside the pharmacy, Liang Yu was proud. Alu and Afu were both in a cold sweat and panicked. At this moment, Tang Xian smiled. Great, you can go now. Chapter 3. Eating Mine. Double spit it out. You are listening at novel full.audio. What? Liang Yu looked at Tang Xian with disbelief in her eyes. Not only him, everyone was dumbfounded. Is this young master of the Tang family crazy? Let Liang Yu roll directly. As the saying goes, buying and selling are not human relationships. Even if you can't afford to give Liang Yu so much money, at least your attitude should be more respectful. Liang Yu may not be much. But he is a second-level ordinary alchemist certified by downDo. Don't look at the monk's face, look at the Buddha's face. Shouldn't cursing him be equivalent to cursing downDo? You should know that downDo is a holy land for alchemists. Whoever dares to offend is equivalent to being enemies with all alchemists. The severity of the consequences can be imagined. It's a bit scary to say. That means the Tang family may not be able to buy a single pill in the future. This cost is too high. Good guy, if the young master of the Tang family doesn't make a move, he will scare people to death with one move. Openly insulting alchemists, this matter can be big or small. If it gets too big, the Tang family will also be unable to bear it. I didn't expect things to develop like this. Big and young are domineering, I hope it will continue to be tough. Stubborn, I don't believe he dares to confront downDo directly. Listening to the voices of the crowd, Afu and Alu were trembling in all their limbs. What is Tang Xian doing? He. No one has ever dared to say, roll, to me, Liang Yu. Tang Xian, I look up to you calling you, big little, but in fact, in my eyes, you're not even a fart. Liang Yu stood up with a gloomy face. Today is not about me, Liang Yu, leaving. It's about your Tang family not accommodating me, Liang Yu. The revenge of insults is endless. As she spoke, Liang Yu took a step and walked out. Wait a minute. Tang Xiandao. Liang Yu narrowed her eyes and a cold smile appeared at the corner of her mouth. It seems that Tang Xian is ultimately afraid. He turned his head and said, misfortune comes from the mouth. If you speak it out, it will be water poured out. Tang Xian, even if you kneel down and beg me now, I cannot stay. Don't waste your efforts. This pharmacy is waiting to close down. Tang Xian smiled and said, you misunderstood. I asked you to wait a moment to settle the accounts. If I remember correctly, Master Liang, you took a lot of silver from my pharmacy without authorization. According to memory, Liang Yu often frequented the extravagant and alcoholic places of the Red Chamber, spending hundreds or even thousands of taels of silver each time. He has recorded all these silver in the Tang family's account. Previously, Alu could only turn a blind eye to this. Who made Liang Yu the only alchemist? All the pills in the pharmacy are expected to be refined by him. I can never afford to offend you. But now Tang Xian has directly exposed this scar, and Liang Yu is furious. So what if I take it? Let me tell you Tang Xian, I took your silver because I looked up to you. Don't be shameless. Before he could finish speaking, Tang Xian slapped Liang Yu's face directly. With a loud bang, Liang Yu's massive body flew up, blood and teeth flying in her mouth, and she fell to the ground fiercely. You! Dare you! Liang Yu screamed. Tang Xian stepped on his chest. Liang Yu's eyes darkened and she almost died. No more nonsense, I'll just stomp on you. Tang Xian said coldly. Liang Yu's gaze changed from anger to fear. He could feel that Tang Xian really had a murderous heart. Alu, take the bill. One by one, it's right. If you eat my Tang Xians, spit it out twice as much. Yes, young and old. Although Alu doesn't know why Tang Xian changed his sex great. It's really enjoyable. He has been angry with Liang Yu for too long. Don't be too satisfied now. He quickly retrieved the account book and began to align it one by one. On the 7th day of July, the drunken red chamber made a purchase once, costing 735 taels. On August 21st, I bought a jade pendant and spent 326 taels. September 10th. Every time she said something, Liang Yu's face turned pale. Tang Xian's eyebrows also furrowed deeper and deeper. Boy, if it weren't for Liang Yu's strike this time, he wouldn't have known that this product had eaten so much. Since the goods have already planned to leave, the property must be with them. Tang Xian scanned his eyes and saw the ring above Liang Yu's right middle finger. Space ring. His eyes narrowed. This thing is a standard accessory for warriors. However, the price is expensive and most people cannot afford it. In Qinchuan City, only the 5 masters have it in their hands. There is actually a second-grade alchemist in Liangyue district. It's too fat. Tang Xian snatched off the space ring. That's mine. Liang Yu screamed. In the space ring, it is all his property. Tang Xian exerted force under his feet. Liang Yu's eyes turned black as she stepped on them. I just closed my mouth. Listen, open the space ring, don't make me angry. Tang Xian smiled and said. Looking at the hidden murderous gaze, Liang Yu instinctively looked towards the crowd. That's enough. At this moment, the crowd separated and a middle-aged man in black walked out. Tang Xian, that's enough of you. Treating a hard-working alchemist like this is simply insane. Tang Xian's eyes rolled over. Who are you? The middle-aged man in black straightened his chest. I am just an ordinary person who has encountered injustice. Tang Xian smiled. Believe it, there will be ghosts. 99% of this product was sent by the Chen family. Intentionally trying to morally kidnap oneself, right? Ladies and gentlemen, as you all see, Master Liang just wanted some money to gather and disperse. However, the young master of the Tang family is so vicious, beating and cursing Master Liang. Is there any justice or royal law? The surrounding warriors were incited and cast contemptuous gazes at Tang Xian. He, what a great official power. Even an exiled young master is so reckless. The style of the Tang family can be imagined. Today he beat Master Liang, let's see which alchemist will come to refine pills in the future. Still an alchemist. Foresee's pharmacy is waiting to close down. Looking at the many righteous warriors around him, Tang Xian not only didn't get angry, but also smiled. Bankruptcy. Let me tell you, my Foresee's pharmacy will not only not go bankrupt, but will also become the object of your begging. This sentence was like adding fuel to the fire, igniting even greater anger. Mad, the Foresee's pharmacy only has 3 types of broken pills, and they can also be sold elsewhere, okay? That's right, your pills are mediocre. If you don't sell them, I won't buy them. Whoever buys pills from the Foresee's pharmacy is a dog. The middle-aged man in black robes is almost laughing to death. Tang Xian, this is you trying to kill yourself, no wonder my Chen family. Afu and Alu are almost scared to death. De Xiao, it's impossible. De Xiao, calm down a bit. Tang Xian's eyes widened. I don't like to hear nonsense. Afu and Alu trembled all over and dared not speak. Tang Xian is the master, they are servants. Even if Tang Xian smashed the pharmacy, they have no right to intervene. Master Liang, my patience is limited. Open the space ring. Tang Xianyin said with a sympathetic tone. The middle-aged man in black gave Liang Yu a glance. A hero does not suffer immediate losses. Liang Yu gritted her teeth and opened the space ring. Tang Xian swept his eyes and squinted them directly. Only seen within the space ring. Stacked with silver of white flowers. A total of 200,000 taels. Good guy, a mere second-grade alchemist has been greedy for so much silver. Oh, that's... Tang Xian's eyes lit up. In the space ring, there are 4 red squares prominently placed. Chapter 4. Quality doesn't matter. I only need the quantity. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. The compensation is in place, you can leave now. Tang Xuanfei kicked Liang Yu away with a single kick. Liang Yu got up from the ground with a groan, and he really wanted to curse. But I dare not. He has witnessed Tang Xian's cruelty. The middle-aged man in the black robe gave a look. Master Liang, let's go. The two of them pushed away the crowd and hurriedly left. Tang Xian clapped his hands. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a small incident at the Four Seas Pharmacy today, and we have decided to close and rest for a day. We will reopen tomorrow, and there will be top-quality pills for sale. The eyes of the martial artists looking around suddenly became strange. Top-grade pill. What the hell? My own alchemists have all been beaten away. But no one dares to mock. The scene of Liang Yu being abused is still vividly remembered. No one has itchy skin. Afu, close the door, let go of the dog. Alu, shout out everyone from the pharmacy. Tang Xian waved his hand. Afu led the people to close the door of the Four Seas Pharmacy. Alu also summoned the pharmacy staff and others over. Tang Xianlaoshen sat on the main throne. 7 or 8 people below looked at him anxiously. Report to the young master, 3 assistants and 5 alchemy apprentices are all here, said Alu. Tang Xian nodded. In the future, I will personally take over the Four Seas Pharmacy. Those who want to do it will stay, while those who don't want to do it will be given 3 months' worth of money and leave directly. The first sentence made Afu and Alu almost collapse in fear. It's not enough to beat Master Liang away, but now we still have to drive people away. What is Tang Xian trying to do? I saw a buddy and 3 alchemists standing up obediently. Young master. We want to leave. They are not fools. Liang Yu has already left, and the pharmacy is no longer filled with alchemy. It will be a matter of time before it closes. Stay here and enjoy the north wind. Tang Xian did not stop either. What are you doing to stop someone from leaving? Afu, give them the money and let them go. Afu brought the silver and distributed it among the people. As soon as they left, the vast pharmacy became even more desolate. Well, there are 2 more guys and 2 apprentices, not bad. Tang Xian looked at the person left behind and nodded in satisfaction. Why don't you guys leave? A waiter bowed and said, I was originally an orphan and poor. It was the Tang family who gave me a bowl of rice to eat. I understand the principle of gratitude and gratitude. Unless the Tang family doesn't want me anymore, I will stay until the pharmacy is completely closed. The other 3 also expressed the same meaning. Tang Xian smiled and said, well done. Starting today, each of you will receive a 10-fold salary increase. As soon as this statement was made, everyone was dumbfounded. What kind of thing? A 10-fold salary increase. When is it? What's going on? Tang Xian looked at the silent expressions on everyone's faces and proudly said. What's 10 times? Starting from tomorrow, the Four Seas Pharmacy can earn at least 200,000 taels of silver a day. Afu. Alu. A few guys. They confirmed once again. Tang Xian is crazy. Even if Liang Yu is here, they won't earn 200,000 taels of silver in a year. Now Tang Xian actually wants to earn 200,000 yuan a day. This is something that I dare not dream of. While everyone was speechless, a wave of sadness rose in their hearts. Follow such a master. This life is considered finished. Afu and Alu's eyes had already been tinged with a hint of sadness. Being exiled by the family is already tragic enough, and now Tang Xian is still going to act recklessly. It's too tragic. Tang Xian pointed to the two alchemy apprentices and said, "Come here." The two of them exchanged a glance and walked over. Yi Leng, Chu Tian saw the young master. Tang Xian's eyes narrowed. Wokeo. These two people have domineering names. At first glance, it is the existence of the protagonist's destiny. He flipped his hand and took out 4 prescriptions. You all know these 4 prescriptions, right? These 4 prescriptions are exactly what Liang Yu left behind. They are the Great Power Pill, the Healing Pill, the Detoxification Pill, and the Breaking Spirit Pill. Among them, the Great Power Pill, the Healing Pill, and the Detoxifying Pill are first-class pills. Puling Dan is a second-grade pill. There is only one effect. It can allow warriors to form spiritual cyclones and reach the spiritual realm. But the Breaking Spirit Pill requires extremely high standards from alchemists. Yi Ling bowed and said, "Young master, we usually work for Master Liang. We know these 4 types of pills, but..." Chu Tian blushed and said, "The success rate is very low, and the quality is extremely poor. It's not 1% of Master Liang's." Tang Xian waved his hand and said, "As long as you know how to refine, it's enough. It's just a day off. You too should work harder and refine more pills according to the prescription. The quality doesn't matter, I only need the quantity." Ah! Yi Leng and Chu Tian were dumbfounded. What does the young master of the Tang family want to do? Afu was sweating a cold sweat. "De Xiao, you're not trying to sell this kind of pill, are you?" Tang Xian nodded. "Of course." With a thud, Afu knelt down. "Young master, you can accept your divine powers. You don't understand alchemy, and if the quality is too poor, it will produce huge elixirs. At that time, it was not a pill, but a poison. Eating it would kill people. Why don't we sell the pharmacy and exchange it for some money? Life may be a bit tough in the future, but it definitely depends on what you have to eat, young master." At this moment, Alu also knelt down. It doesn't matter how promiscuous Tang Xian is. But selling poison pills is a taboo. Once you eat someone to death, the 4C's pharmacy will definitely be smashed into mud by people. Tang Xian smiled and said, "You guys are too timid. This won't work. Follow me and learn to be calm. How could I possibly sell poison pills? Just cheer me up and prepare to count the money tomorrow." Afu and Alu exchanged a glance and saw the sadness in each other's eyes. It's over. The Tang family is completely finished. In a dimly lit room, Liang Yu, covered in bandages, had a furious expression on her face. "Damn dandy young master, how dare you publicly humiliate me? I won't let you go." A middle-aged man in a black robe stood next to him. His name is Chen Chang, and he is a member of the Chen family among the 5 major families. At this moment, a cold voice sounded. What happened that made Master Liang so angry? In the conversation, a middle-aged man wearing a bronze robe walked in. Liang Yu and Chen Chang's eyes narrowed as they stood up together. "See Director Chen Xiong." Chen Xiong sat down and looked at Liang Yu's bandages all over her body, frowning. What exactly happened? How could Master Liang do this? Chen Chang recounted what was about to happen. Chen Xiong looked puzzled. As far as I know, Tang Xiansheng, the eldest young master of the Tang family, is naturally cowardly and timid like a mouse. He dare not speak up even after being exiled. How could he publicly beat Master Liang? Chen Chang and Liang Yu were also puzzled by this matter. Chen Xiong waved his hand and said, "But it's okay. He's already dead. Without an alchemist, I see what else his pharmacy can sell." Chen Qiangdao said, "General Manager, Tang Xian is crazy about opening the door as usual tomorrow and selling top-quality pills." Chen Xiong burst into laughter. Top-quality pills. Great, Chen Chang, go find some people. If they're not selling top-quality pills, smash them directly for me. Then, a few people chuckled inwardly. Chapter 5. What I'm selling is not premium pills. But it's the perfect pill. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Have you heard of it? That young master of the Tang family publicly assaulted the second-grade alchemist Liang Yu. I was on the scene at that time. The young master of the Tang family was so cruel. Poor Master Liang, who had refined so many pills for the Tang family, ended up in such a situation. Humph, Pure is just a wicked young man, really bowing his head. In the tavern, a group of warriors were talking loudly. Master Liang has left, isn't the 4C's medicine shop without anyone refining pills? Why hasn't it closed down yet? Bankruptcy. You don't know, but the young master of the Tang family actually boasted about selling top-quality pills tomorrow. What, I didn't hear you wrong, did I? The ultimate pill. Where did he get the ultimate pill? I don't know, but I'll just go and see tomorrow. Bad news travels fast. Under the influence of those with intentions, more and more martial artists have learned about the 4C's medicine shop. For a moment, countless pairs of eyes focused on the Tang family. And the initiator Tang Xian, as if nothing had happened, ate breakfast and brought Ah Fu and Ah Lu to the 4C's pharmacy. Looking at thousands of black balls in front of him, Ah Fu and Ah Lu almost fainted. This thing. Do dogs eat it? Yiling and Chu Tian stood on the side at a loss, their faces full of panic. Originally, their alchemy skills were mediocre, otherwise they wouldn't have been alchemy apprentices. Tang Xian asked them to rush the work. Just frying the cauldron has 3 or 4 times. The refined pill, which is said to have 10% medicinal power, is already shameless. Young master, we did our best. Yiling gritted his teeth. If Tang Xian blamed him, he had no way. Can only recognize. Who knew that Tang Xian was not only not angry, but also smiled and said. Not bad, it's refined very well. Everyone was dumbfounded. Not bad, very good. Are you blind? In an instant, Ah Fu and Ah Lu even suspected that Tang Xian had been greatly stimulated and had become mentally abnormal. How could a normal person think this thing is good? Take this pill and sell it. The 4C's medicine shop will be torn apart by angry warriors in minutes. Tang Xian will not be better then. Openly selling poison pills. Even the Tang family would never be able to save him. Wait outside, get the box ready, come in and pack it later. Tang Xian waved his hand. Ah Fu and others can only step down. In the alchemy room, only Tang Xian was left in an instant. Is he crazy? Of course not. To turn the tide, the only way is to use cheats. Tang Xian reached out and took a powerful pill, then silently recited it in his heart. Perfect amplification. Ding. The perfect amplification is complete. Get a perfect level powerful pill. With a flash of light, the black mud ball in his hand had transformed into a sparkling and translucent pill. A strong Dan fragrance emanates from the pill. Even if Tang Xian didn't understand alchemists, he knew that the quality of this pill was perfect. He opened his mouth and swallowed the pill. Boom. At the entrance of the pill, a pure and unparalleled medicinal force exploded out. With the blessing of a perfect physique, all the medicinal powers are absorbed completely. There is no waste at all. At the same time, there is no residue left behind. Tang Xian clenched his fist. Well, it has increased its strength by about 10,000 pounds, and it is indeed at the perfect level, ha ha ha. His eyes fell on the pile of pills. It's great to hang up for a while. Keep driving and hanging, it's always enjoyable. System, wake up and work, give me all these pills for growth. Outside the alchemy room, Afu and Alu, among others, were holding a pile of medicine boxes with their heads down in despair. Tang Xian walked out of the alchemy room with both hands on his back. Are you back? Pack the boxes, it's almost opening time. Afu and others entered the alchemy room with a bitter expression on their faces. However. This. What is this? Eyes, my eyes. God, is this the ghost? After a moment, Afu and others rushed out of the alchemy room. They looked excited, their hands and feet trembled, and their faces were full of disbelief. Shao. Young master. Tang Xian said calmly, calm down a bit. This kind of scene is so exciting, how can you follow me? Afu, Alu, and others immediately showed shame on their faces. It's not that they're too excited. But the situation is too outrageous. Those pills that looked like mud have all turned into perfect pills. It's like dreaming. How did Tang Xian manage it? Although they were puzzled in their hearts, they dared not ask. After all, Tang Xian was once the heir of the Shen's Tang family, and even if he was deposed, no one dared to underestimate him. Is it possible that the Tang family secretly sent some experts to help? Everything is possible. In an instant, the eyes of Afu, Alu, and others changed. Follow such a young master. Steady. Although it's not yet time to open. But at the entrance of the Four Seas Pharmacy, there is already a sea of people. Yesterday, Tang Xian spoke wildly in front of everyone. Everyone expects Tang Xian to lose face. So there were people waiting here early in the morning. In the crowd. Chen Xiong, accompanied by Chen Chang and Liang Yu, was surrounded by a group of martial artists, exuding a murderous aura. When the sky rose completely from the horizon, the door of the Four Seas Pharmacy finally opened. After Afu walked out, he was startled by the sea of people in front of him. There are too many people here. There are 3 layers inside and 3 layers outside. There are tens of thousands of them. Later, Tang Xian walked out. There are quite a few people, I have already made a fortune. He clapped his hands and said, everyone, today is the day when our Four Seas Pharmacy is newly opened. There are a large number of top quality pills for sale, which are cheap and of good quality, and are fair to all. Before he could finish speaking, a strange and sinister voice rang out. Is it really a top quality pill? Tang Xian narrowed his eyes. The speaker was none other than Liang Yu. Although the wound has healed, half of his face is still swollen and tall. The resentment in one's eyes is almost turning into substance. Yo, isn't this Master Liang? Tang Xian smiled. Looking at his smile, Liang Yu felt a chill in her heart. The fear of being dominated yesterday once again surged in my heart. But with Chen Xiong's support today, he has much more courage. It's me, so what? Seemingly tough in attitude, but in reality, their eyes flicker. Tang Xian smiled and said, coincidentally, Master Liang is an alchemist. You can taste our top quality pills. Liang Yu sneered, you keep talking about top quality pills. Do you know what top quality pills are? He raised his right hand and said, only pills with over 90% medicinal power can be called top quality pills. But if you want to refine a pill with over 90% medicinal power, even the simplest powerful pill, you need at least a 7th grade or above ordinary alchemist to achieve it. And there isn't even a 7th grade ordinary alchemist in the entire Qingchuan city. So. You're lying. Liang Yu pointed fiercely at Tang Xian and said. For a moment, all eyes focused on Tang Xian. Tang Xian touched his chin and said thoughtfully, so 90% of the medicinal power can be called the ultimate pill. It's really my fault. Liang Yu exclaimed loudly, have you all heard me? He has already admitted to lying and doesn't have any top-quality pills. Tang Xian smiled. Hee, what I'm selling is indeed not top-quality pills. But the perfect pill. Chapter 6. People waiting to identify goods. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. What, the perfect pill? Does he understand what a perfect pill is? What nonsense. There can't be a perfect pill in the world. In an instant, a huge mockery sounded. Even those who do not understand alchemy know that it is impossible to refine perfect pills. Liang Yu trembled all over. He is not afraid. But rather excitement. What do we do to commit suicide? Tang Xian's performance is full of profoundness. In the crowd, Chen Xiong frowned and a hint of disappointment appeared in his eyes. Wasting time. Chen Chang, get ready to take action. In his opinion, there was no need to talk nonsense to Tang Xian anymore. Chen Chang rolled up his sleeves directly. Several divine martial artists from the Chen family around also held their hands on the weapons. Liang Yu smiled wryly and said, Tang Xian, do you know that it's impossible for anyone to refine a perfect pill? They're just talking nonsense here. It is a medicine that is 3 parts poisonous. Even the most powerful alchemist cannot completely neutralize the toxicity in the pill. So there is no perfect pill in the world. Tang Xian said lightly, don't look at me with your shallow and ignorant eyes. What is a perfect pill? As long as I make a slight move, it will be the ceiling that you cannot reach. Liang Yu loudly said, there must be a limit to boasting. I absolutely don't believe you can refine a perfect pill. Tang Xian waved his hand and impatiently said, what are you? Do I need you to believe me? He clapped his hands directly. Listen up, from today on, all the medicines sold at the 4 C's pharmacy are perfect pills. 120.1 powerful pills, 50 and 20.1 detoxifying pills and healing pills. There is also the breaking spirit pill, 1000 taels per pill. The goods are not many, we will close the door after selling them out. Don't waste time. Dead silence. Everyone was stunned. Then, they burst into laughter. My God, you're crazy about poverty, aren't you? An ordinary 60% powerful pill only costs 120.1, which is already a sky-high price. He dares to take 120.1. There are also detoxification pills and healing pills, 50 taels. The Chen family only sells 5 or 3 of these large quantity pills. How dare you take 50 taels? There is also a spirit-breaking pill, even Master Liang cannot refine it. How could he possibly refine it? He even sells it for 1,000 taels, why not go and grab it? Unscrupulous merchants, they're treating us like monkeys, right? Even if the Tang family is powerful, it's impossible to cover up everything. It's too bullying, isn't it? If anyone buys, isn't it a pure and unjust breed? Hurry up and buy it, everyone. The perfect pill is only 1,000 taels. Ha ha ha. For a moment, mocking laughter and cursing continued in one's ears. Tang Xian carried his hands on his back, with a relaxed and contented expression on his face. Afu, Alu, and others behind him also sneered repeatedly. Stupid Qinchuan people. They have no idea how powerful those pills are. A full stick of incense has passed, yet no one has purchased it. Liang Yu became increasingly proud. Ha ha ha, young master of the Tang family, it seems that your elixir cannot be sold. Tang Xian shrugged his shoulders. There's no way, high-end things are not something that shallow-minded people like you can come into contact with. Instead of talking nonsense here, why don't you help me promote it? There must be people who are knowledgeable about goods. Liang Yu sneered. Humph, I'm afraid you're not refining pills, but poison. Tang Xian smiled and said, with your intelligence, it's difficult to explain to you. Don't block the way and hinder my business. Today, I need to earn at least 200,000 taels of silver. What, 200,000 taels of silver? Not to mention Liang Yu, even Chen Xiong feels unbelievable. Looking at the entire Qingchuan city, there is no shop that can earn 200,000 taels of silver in a day. Okay, let me put my words here. If I don't make 200,000, I'll just smash your shop. Liang Yu exclaimed loudly. Tang Xian smiled. It's different when someone supports me and breathes a sigh of support. Let's take a small gamble. If I make a profit, don't leave, let the Chen family take care of me. As soon as he said this, Chen Xiong's expression changed. Good kid, you're crazy enough, just wait to death. Tang Xian shrugged and closed his eyes. He believes that discerning people will eventually appear. In another part of Qingchuan city, a young man, with a pitch-black face, was lying in bed. There are 2 small holes on the arm. At first glance, it was bitten by poisonous insects. Next to him stood 2 men and 1 woman. Sorry, Ma Dui, I can't detoxify the venom of the 3-watch soul-breaking snake. Please hire another expert. A alchemist stood up. Ma Yan frowned tightly. Masterin, you are the best alchemist in Qingchuan city. You have reached the 4th level, can't even save you. Masterin shook his head with a bitter smile and said, medicine doctors never die of illness. Zhaozhua is deeply poisoned. Unless there are more than 90% detoxification pills, it is difficult to save immortals. Ma Yan was dumbfounded. More than 90% of the detoxifying pills may not be able to be refined by even a great alchemist. Isn't Zhaozhua determined to die? At this moment, the woman knelt down in front of Masterin with a thud. Master, Zhaozhua was bitten by the 3-watch soul-breaking snake just to save me. Please, as long as I can save him, I am willing to pay any price. Ma Yan also said, Masterin, if you want silver, just speak up. Master N's face slightly changed. Squad, what are you saying? Am I and as someone who is open-minded about money? Don't insult me. And as I've already said, only top-quality detoxification pills can detoxify. Zhaozhua can probably last for an hour, so take it easy. After speaking, he picked up the medicine box and left the room. Surrounding Qingchuan city are dense forests, with many precious medicinal herbs and powerful monsters. This gave birth to a profession called hunting teams. Ma Yan, the captain of the Qingchuan Hurricane Hunting Team, Lingyuan Realm 4. There are 4 team members under it. During a hunting trip, everyone discovered a precious medicinal herb. During the collection process, female team member Wang Yan startled a 3-night dead soul snake. This snake is extremely poisonous, and after being bitten, it will definitely die before the 3rd shift, hence its name. Zhaozhua and Wang Yan are lovers, and in a moment of desperation, he uses his hands to grab them. Unexpectedly, he took a bite from the soul-breaking snake at Sangung. Although Ma Yan and others later arrived and killed the 3-gung soul-breaking snake. But Zhaozhua fell down. They hurriedly returned to search for the best alchemist. Unfortunately, no one can save it. Is this Zhaozhua's fate? Ma Yan sat down dejectedly. The woman Wang Yan collapsed beside her lover's bed and cried loudly. At this moment, a figure rushed in. Boss, Zhaozhua has been saved. Ma Yan stood up with a loud cry and widened his eyes. Monkey, what are you saying? The newcomer is also a member of the Hurricane Squad, with a short stature and works as a scout. Due to its active nature, it is called a monkey. The monkey hurriedly said, Tang Xian, the young master of the Tang family, knows. He publicly claims to sell perfect pills, including detoxification pills. Ma Yan's eyes suddenly lit up. Really, at this moment, Xiong Li, a big man in the room, said. "Boss, I heard that the young master of the Tang family drove away all the alchemists in the pharmacy. Where can we find the perfect pill to sell?" Ma Yan gritted his teeth. "Forget it, let the dead horse be the living horse, doctor. Take Zhao Zhuo with you and go." Chapter 7. 1 Detoxification. 1 Recovery. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. The sun is gradually beginning to set in the west. The 4C's pharmacy still hasn't sold even one pill. Liang Yu became increasingly proud. "Haha, Tang Xian, stop struggling. It's impossible for anyone to buy it. It's better to prepare to close the door," he said with a pitiful expression on his face. "Finally, I've been working in a pharmacy for so many years, and now I have to smash it myself, which is quite reluctant." Ha ha ha. Tang Xian sat on a chair, slowly drinking tea. Afu and Alu stood behind. Leisure and contented. Right now. There was a commotion in the crowd, and 3 men and 1 woman rushed in carrying a stretcher. The leader man opened his mouth and shouted, "Who is the young master of the Tang family? I want to buy an antidote pill." Everyone was amazed. "Hey, isn't that Ma Yan from the Hurricane Squad? Why did he come?" The person lying on the stretcher seems to be Zhao Zhuo, hissing, with a pitch-black face. "He's poisoned. It seems that they have an accident." Ma Yan's eyes locked directly on Tang Xian. He rushed over with 3 steps and 2 steps, then bowed and said, "May I ask if you are the young master of the Tang family?" Tang Xian smiled and said, "I am." Ma Yan was overjoyed and said, "I heard you said that the 4C's pharmacy sells detoxification pills, is that true?" Tang Xian raised his eyebrows. "Of course, 50.2 and 1, both young and old, are fair." 50 liang. Ma Yan was startled. Ordinary detoxifying pills only cost 3 to 5 taels of silver. Tang Xian opened his mouth for 50 taels of silver. "It's like stealing money. This is too expensive, isn't it?" Tang Xian said calmly, "My pill is worth this price." Ma Yan hesitated. Although he is anxious, he is not a scapegoat. 52 and 1 antidote pills. It's just enough to detoxify. If the poison cannot be detoxified, isn't this pure injustice? At this moment, a voice came. "Captain Ma, what's wrong with this?" Ma Yan turned around and was surprised. "Master Liang." Liang Yu nodded proudly. "What? Has Zhao Zhuo been poisoned?" Ma Yan smiled bitterly and said, I accidentally got bitten by the 3-watch soul-breaking snake." The 3-watch soul-breaking snake. That's a top-level venomous snake, and after being bitten, it definitely won't survive the 3-watch. Liang Yu said in surprise. As an alchemist, knowing all the medicinal herbs and poisonous insects is the most basic. Ma Yan sighed and said, "Master N has already looked and said that only over 90% of the top-quality detoxification pills can detoxify." Liang Yu nodded and said, "Master N is right. Indeed, only over 90% of the top-quality detoxification pills can be used to cure it, but as far as I know, there are no top-quality detoxification pills in the entire Qinchuan city." Ma Yan said, "Master N said the same thing. I heard that 4C's pharmacy sells top-quality pills, so I want to try my luck." Liang Yu laughed heartily and said, "I came out of the 4C's pharmacy. Don't I know what kind of pills they have?" "You've been deceived, there aren't any top-quality pills here." Ma Yan was immediately dumbfounded. Right now. Zhao Zhuo on the stretcher suddenly trembled, spewing out a mouthful of black blood, and then his whole body twitched. "Zhao Zhuo! Zhao Zhuo!" Wang Yan, who was guarding on the side, exclaimed in surprise. Master Liang glanced and sighed. Toxins are starting to attack your heart, prepare for the aftermath. If Ma Yan and others were struck by lightning, they stood frozen in place. Zhao Zhuo is done. As Zhao Zhuo's breath weakened, Ma Yan and others also panicked. The warriors watching the excitement around shook their heads incessantly. Oh, pitiful, I was just poisoned to death. There's no way, where can I find the best antidote pill now? This is all fate. At this moment, Tang Xian spoke up. Afu, give him the antidote pill. So that these guys can see the pills from my 4C's pharmacy. Yes, young master. Afu walked over and stuffed the detoxification pill into Zhao Zhuo's mouth. At the entrance of the pill, Zhao Zhuo suddenly let out a scream, blood spurting out from his mouth, and then fell heavily on the stretcher. The sudden change stunned everyone. Wang Yan extended her finger to explore. Zhao Zhuo was out of breath, and she suddenly let out a scream. The warriors watching the excitement around also exclaimed in surprise. I'll go, it's dead. The pills from the 4C's pharmacy have killed me. Good guy, I knew they were selling fake medicine, now it's a rock hammer. I said they don't have alchemists, how could they possibly refine pills? Liang Yu chuckled twice with a grimace. Captain Ma, do you still believe that the pills from the 4C's pharmacy can save people now? Ma Yan let out a tiger roar and pulled out his long sword directly. Give my brother my life. Shua shua. Monkeys and Xiongli also pulled out their weapons one after another. Wang Yan's eyes were even crimson, staring fixedly at Tang Xian. Accompany Zhao Zhuo's life. The atmosphere was instantly tense. Tang Xian said calmly, why are you so excited? Who said he died? Liang Yu raised her hands and said loudly. Tang Xian, do you think we are blind? Although Zhao Zhuo is poisoned, as long as we find the best antidote pill, there is still hope of survival. You can directly use fake medicine to kill now. Let's go together and smash the 4C's medicine shop for me. Everyone's emotions were immediately ignited. Damn unscrupulous businessman, he used fake medicine to scare people and burned his shop for me. Don't let them go, press them down to the Lord's mansion. Let's smash it first before we talk. For a moment, the group's emotions became furious. Ma Yan took a step forward and raised his long sword. At this moment, Zhao Zhuo's lifeless body trembled violently, and a faint voice came out of his mouth. It hurts me so much. Wang Yan, who was guarding on the side, instantly turned angry into happy. Zhao Zhuo. You're not dead. The black color on Zhao Zhuo's face quickly faded and turned into normal skin. In less than a moment, the toxins in his body were completely cleared. What's wrong with me? Zhao Zhuo blinked his eyes and sat up. Wang Yanhua burst into tears and hugged her lover directly. Ma Yan, Xiongli, and Monkey also had a dull expression on their faces. Is the dead alive? Not only did he live, but he also detoxified. Not only them, but everyone around them had a dull expression on their faces. Zhao Zhuo was really saved. Liang Yu, on the other hand, turned pale as if struck by lightning. Ma Yan said anxiously, Zhao Zhuo, are you really okay? Zhao Zhuo shook his head in confusion. I feel comfortable all over except for lack of strength. Tang Xian smiled. Afu, give him a healing pill. Afu brought a healing pill and handed it to Zhao Zhuo. This is a healing pill. Zhao Zhuo took the healing pill. Boom. The pill enters the abdomen and turns into rolling essence that flows throughout the body. Zhao Zhuo's head instantly emitted white smoke. It's so hot, so hot. With a shout, he jumped up directly, punched and kicked, creating a lively atmosphere. Ma Yan and others opened their mouths wide. Completely dumbfounded. Are they dreaming? Just now, there was only one breath left. In the blink of an eye, it became lively and lively. After a brief silence. Thoroughly frying on sight. Wokeo, 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 this is really a divine pill. One detoxification pill, one complete recovery pill, even top quality pills don't have this effect, right? The 4 C's pharmacy sells. It's really the perfect pill. Chapter 8. Is Ma Yen a torch? Then continue. You are listening at novel full. Audio. A completely detoxified one. One fully recovered. Such a domineering effect directly shocked everyone. It's sold by Sihai Pharmacy. It's really the perfect pill. Only perfect pills can have such effects. Pop it. Ma Yen knelt directly in front of Tang Xian. Tang Xiao, Ma Yen, have eyes but don't know the truth. I ran into you like this, but you repaid me with kindness and saved my brother. If anything happens in the future, as long as you speak, I, Ma Yen, will die. The Hurricane team, although not brothers, are more like brothers. Tang Xian saved Zhaozhua, just like saving Ma Yen himself. Pop it. Xiong Li, Monkey, Zhaozhua, and Wang Yan all knelt down. Tang Xian gave a faint smile. What he wants is this effect. Thank you or something, that's second. A detoxifying pill, a healing pill, a total of 100 taels. Small business, no credit. Ma Yen waved his hand and took out 5 ingots of silver from his pocket, holding them in his hands. Here are 500 taels, please accept them with a smile. Everyone immediately took a deep breath of air. 500 taels. You can buy a bunch of pills now. If it were just now, it would have been filled with ridicule. But now, everyone feels very normal. That was a life snatched from the hands of the king of hell. Not to mention 500 taels, that's 5,000 taels, it's not too expensive. Tang Xian smiled. Afu, take 100 taels. Afu Yen took 100 taels. As a person doing business, what I value is fairness and reasonableness. It's not enough to have one less son, but I won't accept more. Ma Yenhu's body trembled. Everyone said that the young and middle-aged members of the Tang family were cowardly and playboy, but today I realize it's just empty talk. I'm dressed up in Ma Yenfu. Speaking, he directly touched the ground with his head. Men have gold under their knees, especially warriors who cannot kneel and worship outsiders except for those who are close to heaven and earth. But today Ma Yen paid his respects. It can be seen that he is truly convinced. The martial artists around also changed their previous views and praised them one after another. He is handsome, has such a good personality, and can even refine pills. The young master of the Tang family is simply a perfect man. Who just said that the young master of the Tang family is crazy? Step forward. Is it expensive to sell such a perfect pill for 100 taels? Is it expensive to ask you? Even the venom of the 3-watch soul-breaking snake can be instantly detoxified. If we buy a few, will we still be afraid of those poisons in the future? The crowd became agitated. High-quality pills are basically controlled by the 5 major aristocratic families, and ordinary people cannot buy them at all. Many hunting teams are afraid to go too deep into the dense forest because the quality of the pills is not good. Especially the 3-night dead soul snake, it is even more frightening to see people. If Ma Yen and his team had known that there was a 3-night soul-breaking snake next to that spiritual medicine, they would not have gone to pick it. There is an unwritten rule in the hunting team. Even if you give up the natural resources and treasures, you must come back alive. Low-quality pills not only have a slow healing and detoxification speed, but also bring huge toxins. So unless absolutely necessary, no one will take the pill. Now that there are pills from the 4 C's medicine shop, even if they see the 3 watches soul-breaking snake, these hunting teams dare to go up and be tough. So is 50 taels expensive? It's not expensive at all. Because spending 50 taels can bring a return of 500 taels, or even 5,000 taels. I want to buy both detoxification pills and healing pills. Me too, give me 10, no, 20 healing pills. Both detoxification pills and powerful pills are needed. All the warriors' eyes turned red. At this moment, a burst of wild laughter came over. Ha ha ha, you all fell for it. Everyone was suddenly shocked and turned their heads to look. The person who laughed was Liang Yu. I saw Liang Yu sneering and saying, Tang Xian, you can do it. I didn't expect you to find someone else to be your assistant. You really did a great job. He pointed at Ma Yan and said, don't fall for it, everyone. They pretended to be poisoned just now, just to deceive you into buying pills. Ma Yan was furious. Nonsense, I'm not asking for it. Liang Yu sneered and said, if it weren't for trust, there would be no one in the world who could refine perfect pills. I swear as an alchemist. Although everyone had just witnessed Zhao Zhuo being rescued with their own eyes, Liang Yu now swore directly as an alchemist and couldn't help but become hesitant. Master Liang seems to have a point. He is an alchemist and he said that without perfect pills, there should be no such thing. But Zhao Zhuo was also saved in front of us, it doesn't feel like it's fake. I still choose to believe Master Liang, he has sworn under the identity of an alchemist. What if it's really selling the perfect pill? This. Soon, many warriors were divided into two factions. One faction chooses to believe in Tang Xian's pills. The other faction still chooses to believe in Liang Yu. Ma Yan said in a deep voice, anyway, I choose to believe in Tang Xiao. I don't care about any alchemist or not. All I know is that Tang Xiao saved my brother. He turned to Tang Xian and said, Tang Xiao, please sell me 20 healing pills and 5 detoxifying pills. Tang Xian smiled and said, believe me, that's right. Afu, bring the pill. Afu quickly brought the pill. Ma Yan asked Xiongli to give money. Tang Xian looked at over 1,000 taels of silver and smiled even more brightly. Today, he is going to play this prank to the end. Opening up is really not easy. Thank you, Captain Ma, for your support. I think one of your team members has already reached the peak of the divine power realm. Tang Xian pointed to Xiongli. In the Hurricane team, Ma Yan is the 4th level of Lingyuan realm. Zhao Zhuo and Wang Yan are both in the dual realm of Lingyuan. Xiongli is a key element in the spiritual realm. Only the monkey is still stuck in the 9th level of the divine realm. Ma Yan nodded. When the monkey was born, it was born with congenital deficiencies, unable to grow up, and unable to gather spiritual energy for a long time. We also went to see an alchemist, saying that hope is slim. The monkey's face changed and became gray. It is precisely because he is unable to break through his cultivation that he can only watch and cannot intervene when doing tasks. Although Ma Yan and others did not dislike him, the monkey himself was very anxious. Now I can still be a scout myself. But as Ma Yan and others grow in strength, they will eventually fall behind. But there's nothing we can do in a hurry. More than one alchemist has said so. He is inherently deficient and can only pile up pills. But eating too many pills can lead to poisoning, causing the monkey to break through and become a closed loop. This matter is not a secret. Many warriors know about it. Tang Xian turned his head and said, Afu, bring a spirit-breaking pill. He smiled and said, Captain Ma was the first one to believe me, so I'll repay him by helping your team break through easily. Ma Yan was stunned. What kind of thing? Tang Xian wants to help monkeys break through the spiritual realm. Humph, a person with innate shortcomings can never break through. Liang Yu mocked in a timely manner. Tang Xian shrugged his shoulders. So you will be a 2nd-level alchemist for the rest of your life. Today, I'll show you what real pills are. Chapter 9. A Breakthrough. Bring me 100,000 taels. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Looking at the pill in his hand, the monkey hesitated. Can this pill really help me break through? Not only him, but other warriors also do not believe it. Humph, it's a waste of effort. Liang Yu gave a sigh of relief. Master Liang, you've worked so hard to blackmail me. Tang Xian smiled. Liang Yu snorted coldly, I'm just being honest and exposing your true face. Tang Xian nodded and said, okay, since you don't believe it, let's take another small gamble. If the monkey can break through, how about you pay for this pill? Liang Yu sneered, it's just 1,000 taels, and I can't afford to lose. What if I can't break through? Tang Xian said arrogantly, build your own heavenly spirit and die without regret. As soon as these 8 words were spoken, everyone was in an uproar. Oh my goodness, just gamble your life. Nima, you're playing so big. The young master of the Tang family is domineering. Liang Yu was also startled. He instinctively looked at Chen Xiong. Chen Xiong's mouth showed a hint of ferocity. Tang Xian is looking for death. He nodded slightly. Liang Yu's courage greatly increased, and she directly straightened her chest. Okay, I agree. Tang Xian's smile was even more brilliant. Do you know why I said, gamble my life? It's just to make you happy. How excited you are now, how painful it will be later. He turned his head and said. Monkey, eat it. The monkey glanced at Ma Yan, who nodded. At this moment, he can only choose to trust Tang Xian. The monkey gritted its teeth and swallowed the breaking spirit pill into its mouth. The pill melts at the entrance. The rolling and pure medicinal power fills the whole body. The monkey felt that the spiritual energy around him was like a mountain rushing towards his body. His lower abdomen swelled up like a balloon. We're going to open up Dantian. The monkey trembled all over, gritted its teeth and persevered. To break through the spiritual realm, one must absorb enough spiritual energy in the lower abdomen, and then detonate it to break through the shackles of the elixir field. Previously, he challenged several times, but due to innate shortcomings and insufficient spiritual energy accumulation, he was unable to break through. Breakthroughs are not unlimited. Every impact will make the Dantian stronger. The monkey has already failed 6 times, and the chance of success on the 7th attempt is not at all, but it's almost non-existent. So although the spirit-breaking pill triggered spiritual energy, the monkey was not happy. He has failed too many times. Hope is as great as it is. If nothing unexpected happens, the spiritual energy will soon stop absorbing and slowly dissipate, turning into nothing. However, he was wrong. The medicinal power of the breaking spirit pill is like surging magma, crazily pulling on the spiritual energy around it. The monkey felt that its lower abdomen had swollen into a ball, but its spiritual energy was still flowing continuously. Ah! He let out a sudden roar, his arms opened, and a roar echoed within him. Click and wipe. A crisp cracking sound sounded. The monkey's Dantian has broken a big hole. The chaotic spiritual energy instantly had a destination, constantly pouring into it. I broke through. The monkey clasped its head in both hands and knelt on the ground, looking incredulous. And all around, there was already a dead silence. If I were poisoned just now, I could still pretend. So the monkey's breakthrough is absolutely impossible to pretend. Even if the martial artists of the big family want to break through the spiritual realm, they must be protected by experts and have enough pills. Eating 3 or 4 broken spirit pills in a row is even more common. In front of everyone, the monkey only ate 1 spirit-breaking pill before breaking through. The perfect pill. Must be the perfect pill, only the perfect spirit-breaking pill can make him break through. That's right, that must be right. Who dares to say it's not a perfect pill? I'll just smash his mouth. Wait, the 4C's pharmacy also has the perfect power pill. If you take a few pills and then use the breaking spirit pill, my heavenly lord, won't it be stable enough to advance to the spirit yuan realm? Yeah, this Nima is simply sending someone for repair. The spiritual realm can do more than the divine realm. Boiling. Now all the warriors were boiling. The pills from the 4 C's medicine shop can steadily help martial artists break through to the spiritual realm. Don't be 90.9 thousand. Don't 8,008. Just over 1,000 taels of silver is enough. For a moment, the eyes of all the martial artists in the divine realm turned green. That is a hungry wolf's gaze that smells blood. For warriors. The spiritual realm and divine realm are fundamentally 2 levels of existence. Step into the spiritual realm and marry by Fume. Who wouldn't be tempted? Horse team, I broke through. The monkey darted its eyes and rushed towards Ma Yan. Really? Really broke through. Ha ha ha. Ma Yan grabbed the monkey and let out loud laughter. Although they do not dislike monkeys, it is an undeniable fact that monkeys are dragging their feet. When dividing tasks into rewards, it is inevitable that some people will have ideas. This is the way to bring disaster. Now the monkey has advanced to the spiritual realm. Although breaking through may be difficult, there is finally hope for continuation. How can Ma Yan be unhappy? Benefactor. The monkey plopped and knelt in front of Tang Xian. Tang Xian smiled and said, "Don't thank me, just thank Master Liang. After all, he paid for this pill." In an instant, everyone's gaze fell on Liang Yu's face. Disdainful, mocking, angry, speechless. Piercing Liang Yu wished she could find a crack in the ground to penetrate. He swung his sleeve fiercely. "Humph, it's just 1,000 taels of silver. I can easily refine some pills and earn it back." Tang Xian smiled and said, "Who told you 1,000 taels of silver? It's clearly 100,000 taels." Liang Yu jumped up directly. 100,000 yuan, why don't you go grab it? Tang Xian's face turned cold. "I just snatched it, who wants you to be so foolish and take the bait?" Zhao Zhuo said calmly, "Tisk, some people just overestimate themselves." The monkey agreed and said, "I can't believe my monkey can take 100,000 taels of pills. I won't lose out in this lifetime." Liang Yu became increasingly angry and embarrassed. "Anyway, there's no written evidence, I see what you can do with me." Zhao Zhuo clenched his fists tightly. "Tang Xiao saved my life, how could you show it?" The monkey licked its lips and said, "It makes sense. You left me right, up." The two of them had been working together for many years and had already had a deep understanding. With a flash of body shape, they rushed towards Liang Yu. Liang Yu was greatly shocked and screamed, "General Manager, help me." I saw a flickering figure and Chen Chang appeared. He reached out with both palms together and made a hard hit. Amidst the sound of fists colliding, Zhao Zhuo and the monkey both retreated. Chen Chang also felt numb in his hands. "Humph, the Chen family is here, don't be reckless." As soon as these words were spoken, Zhao Zhuo and the monkey were immediately startled. The Chen family, one of the 5 major aristocratic families in Qingchuan City. Tang Xian's lips curved into a smile. "He, have you finally admitted your identity?" Chen Chang said arrogantly, "Now Master Liang is already the alchemist of my Chen family, not something you can do." Tang Xian smiled and said, "If I have to move." A cold voice echoed from behind Chen Chang. "Then you have to ask our manager if he agrees or not." I saw Chen Xiong carrying both hands and stepping out. Tang Xian's eyes froze. Lingyuan Realm. Fourfold. Chapter 10. The rules of the Chen family are the rules. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Chen Xiong appears, shocking the whole audience. Hiss, no wonder Liang Yu targets the 4 C's pharmacy everywhere. It turns out he has already embraced the Chen family's thigh. That's for sure. The Chen family's business is also focused on pharmacies, so naturally we can't tolerate the 4C's pharmacy. It's just that the methods are too harsh. If it weren't for the miraculous methods of the Tang family's young master, the 4C's pharmacy would have knelt down now. This Chen Xiong is the head of the Chen family, representing the voice of the Chen family. It seems that this person is weak, and the Tang family is determined to eat less. The martial artists around were pointing at Tang Xian one after another. Chen Xiong said coldly, "Tang family kid, you won today. Let's go." After speaking, he waved his sleeve and wanted to leave. Tang Xian sneered coldly. "Come and go as soon as you say it, and leave as soon as you say it. Do you think my words are farting?" Chen Xiong turned around, with a hint of contempt in his eyes. "Otherwise. Chen family, you can't afford to provoke me." The resounding words made the scene quiet. Everyone's hearts were filled with awe. 5 major aristocratic families in Qingchuan City. Chen family, Li family, Zhang family, Huang family, He family. Both in terms of strength and heritage, they are located at the top of the pyramid. To put it bluntly, if you want to work in Qingchuan City and join one of them, there is simply no room for survival. There are already very few people like Tang Xian. If it weren't for the fear of the Tang family, the 5 major aristocratic families would have taken action long ago. Although Tang Xian was exiled by the Tang family. But the 5 major aristocratic families are still somewhat wary. Only people like Liang Yu can be encouraged to dig up the foundation of the 4C's medicine shop and let it collapse on its own. If the Tang family were to investigate, you can also blame Liang Yu for all the mistakes. Poor Liang Yu didn't even know that she had become a substitute for the dead. But now he is still useful, so Chen Xiong naturally cannot cross the river and demolish the bridge. Chen Xiong didn't believe Tang Xian dared to really take action. "I must take Liang Yu away. If I take action, it's like declaring war on the Chen family." Everyone was shocked. Chen family. Like a mountain pressing down on everyone's hearts. Even the joy of the perfect pill has been dissipated quite a bit. In front of the huge Chen family. Even Tang Xian may have to swallow his pride. He. Tang Xian smiled. "I think you misunderstood." Chen Xiong sneered. It is obvious that Tang Xian is hesitant. "I'm starting to make excuses." However, the next sentence shocked everyone. "What I mean is, don't leave, let the Chen family come and collect people." With a loud bang. It's like thunder breaking through the sky. Everyone was shocked. After a brief silence, it's trembling. Wachow, is this young master of the Tang family going against the heavens? He actually wants to force Chen Xiong to stay. Although Chen Xiong is nothing, he represents the face of the Chen family. Touching him is equivalent to hitting the Chen family's face. This is going to start a war. There are also people behind the Chen family who are not afraid of the Tang family at all. Even if the young master of the Tang family is killed, the Tang family may not dare to do anything. For a moment, countless pairs of shocked eyes turned to Tang Xian. Chen Xiong's face suddenly darkened. "Tang Xian, was it because our manager was too polite to you that you had some illusions? If you want to keep me, you're not qualified enough. But your words remind me. Since you are so aggressive, the Chen family must ask the Tang family to give an explanation, someone." With a wave of his hand, dozens of warriors rushed out of the crowd. "Seal the 4C's pharmacy for me, wait for the Tang family to come and ask for someone." With a command, the Chen family warrior drew his sword and rushed towards the 4C's pharmacy. "Don't be rude to Tang Xiao, Hurricane Squad, defense formation." Ma Yan let out a furious shout and blocked Tang Xian's way. Zhao Zhua, Monkey, Xiongli, and Wang Yan all drew their weapons and deployed their formations. Tang Xian had a life-saving kindness towards the hurricane team. Although the Chen family was powerful, Ma Yan still firmly stood on Tang Xian's side. This is his principle of being a person. The grace of saving lives should be repaid by a gushing spring. As for what will happen in the future, he has no regrets. No big deal, leave Qingchuan City. Wherever my brother is, it's home. Ma Yan and others cooperated proficiently, and the weakest monkeys advanced to the Spirit Yuan realm. Dealing with a group of thugs from the Divine Power realm was effortless. In a moment, Chen Jiawu lay on the ground. Chen Xiong's face changed slightly. Ma Yan, dare you take action against the Chen family? Ma Yan said indifferently, I dare not take action against the Chen family, but everything should be reasonable. It is only natural for us to accept defeat when we gamble. This is the rule. Chen Xiong laughed heartily. Rules. The rules of my Chen family are the rules. Do you really think you can protect that useless person? He took one step and infused his legs with 400,000 pounds of strength. With a loud bang, the blue bricks burst, causing waves of exclamation. Hiss, the strong spirit element realm. Good guy, one of the managers of the Chen family has a cultivation level in the Lingyuan realm, and one can imagine how terrifying the Chen family's heritage is. That's for sure. After all, the head of the Chen family is the ceiling of Qingchuan City, and the Qi transformation realm powerhouse. Every master in the family has extraordinary cultivation. But the hurricane squad is not made of mud, even if it's unbeatable, it's not difficult to resist. As Chen Xiong erupted, Ma Yan's pupils slightly froze. However, he had no fear, as he was also a member of the 4 levels of the Spirit Yuan realm. With the same strength, Chen Xiong may not be able to take advantage of having 4 team members to assist him. Director Chen, I have no intention of you being an enemy. You cannot break through our defense. Please leave. Ma Yan said lightly. You are the 4th level of the Lingyuan realm, and so am I. He directly released his breath. 2 identical breaths collided, and suddenly sand and stones flew away. The hard blue bricks were covered with terrifying spider webs. Chen Xiong had a cold smile on his face. My quadruple is different from yours, let's show you the strength of the Chen family. He clenched his right fist, and white spiritual energy covered it. That's martial arts. Ma Yan was suddenly startled and took a few steps back. If spiritual energy is the origin of a warrior, so martial arts is the method of maximizing spiritual energy. Warriors with martial arts skills and those without martial arts skills. It's completely 2 levels. Martial arts are divided into divine level, holy level, imperial level, heavenly level, earthly level, mystical level, and yellow level. Each level is further divided into 4 levels. Top grade, mid-grade, and low grade. Even the lowest level of yellow grade products are worth thousands of dollars. Don't worry, Ma Yan and others have already reached the spiritual realm of cultivation. But none of them know martial arts. Generally speaking, martial arts are mastered by large families. What has been circulating from the outside world cannot be said to be non-existent, but most of it is just making up the numbers. Unless it is unlucky, one cannot find true martial arts skills. What Ma Yan didn't expect was that Chen Xiong, such a small manager, could also be skilled in martial arts. Watching warriors are also amazed. My goodness, I didn't expect Chen Xiong to know martial arts, it's unbelievable. This is the heritage of the Chen family, Ma Yan has no way to compete with it. With his martial arts skills, Ma Yan looked down upon him and was defeated. I saw Chen Xiong with a grim smile on his face, and then he punched out. Let me show you the power of the Phantom Fist.